It occurred to me recently that I talk about the history of individual tube stations a lot, but I very rarely talk about the history of tube lines as a whole. So, for the sake of context, this is the first in a series of videos explaining, very quickly, the history of each line. Today, the Bakerloo line. The Bakerloo line started as the Baker Street and Waterloo Railway. It was bought before construction by Underground Electric Railways of London. The line opened from Baker Street to Kennington Road, which is now Lambeth North, on the 10th of March 1906. On the 5th of August it reached Elephant and Castle, which is still the southern terminus as of 2022. Within a year of opening it was known as the Bakerloo Railway, despite the objections of some of the stuffier members of the railway press. On the 27th of March 1907 it reached Marylebone, which in those days was known as Great Central. On the 15th of June that year it got to Edgware Road. In 1910, the Bakerloo, along with the Piccadilly Tube and the Hampstead Tube, became London Electric Railways, which was an organisation within Underground Electric Railways of London. The lines retained their individual identities, however. In 1913, the line extended to Paddington. In 1915, it got to Queen's Park. The stations along that section opened at different times: Warwick Avenue and Kilburn Park on the 31st of January 1915, Queen's Park on the 11th of February, and Maida Vale on the 6th of June. On the 10th of May, the Bakerloo began running trains to Willesden Junction, sharing track with the London and North Western Railway. In 1917, they extended this service all the way to Watford Junction. On the 1st of July 1933, the Bakerloo line got taken over by London Transport. 2 days later, a new station was opened at South Kenton. In 1939, a branch was built up to Finchley Road. From Finchley Road, the line took over the Metropolitan Railway's branch line to Stanmore. In 1979, though, this entire section was lost to the new Jubilee line. In 1982, services were cut back at the northern end to Stonebridge Park, but in 1989 they were restored to Harrow and Wealdstone, which remains the northern terminus to this day. There's currently a potential scheme to extend south to Lewisham, but at present this is uncertain. As of 2022, that is the history of the Bakerloo line. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick brown tale from the tube. If you did, please do leave a like and consider subscribing for more. I'm thinking this will be a monthly series, and I'm going to take it in alphabetical order, so next up would be the Central line, I guess. Thanks as always to my donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. You are the Bakerloo service to my Watford Junction. And I'll see you all again very soon for another tale from the tube.